I was talking to somebody a few days ago about gabapentin, and when I was in jail, that was on the watch list. They were starting to learn that gabapentin is, come on, they're starting to learn that gabapentin is I definitely feel like it's an addictive substance. I feel like it could help people get off of opiates a lot better than Suboxone could, but I'm not a doctor and I'm not allowed to talk about that because you're not allowed to use fucking critical thinking on here. At my, at the peak of my career, I was taking 800 milligram gabapentin at one time. 240 tramadol would last me about 14-15 days if I was lucky. 180 Percocet 10s, 7-6 days, and whatever else I could steal, scrape together, borrow, whatever, and people just wonder how, opiates were pretty much a quarter of my life, and long story short, I broke my neck and stuff doing jiu-jitsu, and I was in extreme pain, but I also lost my brother to a drug overdose, which really caused me to have the downward spiral, because I started on the pills before I broke my neck. And I remember just detoxing in jail. I mean, all the times I've detoxed just because I didn't have money or there wasn't anything around. But I just remember being on the verge of ending my life, literally, and planning it out. Not writing a note, but leaving the door open and, kind of looking at how many pills I think it would take. And I just gave one more, come on, good boy. I gave a prayer to God, asking him to spare, that, and nobody could do this but him. No one's going to help me but him. And I believed it, I believed that I believed that only him could take this addiction away from me. And the next day I got arrested, and I knew right away when they put the handcuffs on me that this was part of his plan. And I detoxed in jail, went through the process of probably took me about 2 months to detox and all that stuff, and slowly but surely, every day. Then I detoxed off of Suboxone too, so that was fun. And God told me one day I was in my surgeon's office about, come on, don't eat the sidewalk. Come on, Hercules, grow up. You got spit on your head. How'd that happen? God told me about a product. I thought he was hinting around at me using like medical marijuana, but he told me about kratom, and that's been a big part of my recovery. But as the pain, after having 2 surgeries and getting a cage put on my neck, as the pain decreased and I was able to start, I turned down a full, I was getting full disability letters from my surgeon and getting ready to go to court with a lawyer to get full disability and like $50,000 in back pay and stuff like that. And I just remember asking him if I could go to the gym, saying I need to go to the gym. I was 300 pounds and I need to lose this weight. And he was like, well, you can't work out. And I said, well, I'm 37 years old. I said, I used to look like the Incredible Hulk when I was in my late teens, 20s. I said, I've got one more opportunity. I'm 310 pounds. And I just, I found out I had low testosterone. That's a whole nother video. Started researching that, going to an endocrinologist, and now I'm at an anti-aging clinic that's really good down here in Tampa. But, just finding out and researching and praying and being, there's nothing worse than researching about opiates while you're addicted to them, and you've got 10 to last you till tomorrow, and then you got 7, and then you got 2, and then you got 5, and you know, everything was pills in my pocket. And I can tell you today, even with all the stuff that she's put me through and I've put her through and I put myself through, and stuff that I've allowed because it's my responsibility as the man of the house to not to be a better leader, you know, it's never really, and I can say 100%, it never even comes into my mind about. There was a time where just calling a fucking 800 number to pay a bill, I would have to take 2 Percocets just to get a dial tone in my brain, because I just fucking was just so not used to handling stress. I'm not saying that I'm a fucking expert at handling stress, but I don't use drugs or alcohol or anything like that, and it just, you know, it's a fucking work in progress, I'll tell you that.